It was the summer of 2008. She said, a booty couple at a prom with a date. Now raise it last 10 years of matrimonial cake.
Wait, hold up, I think you made a mistake. 11 years, 2 kids, now we finna be great. One time, too real, at the end of the day, we say life is what.
Now we're stronger together, never better. Go-getters, trendsetters, Black Panthers, the anthem. We the max and we only getting better, ayy.
Life is what a dream.
Hello, Dream Team. Welcome back to our YouTube channel.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, beautiful people, Dream Team, to another exciting installment of Here's a Thought with the Max. Is it Here's a Thought?
No, this is...
All right, this is Life is But a Dream with the Max. Guys, happy 2024, man.
How do I do 20?
24.
Yes,
Happy 2024, guys.
We made it.
Listen, we made it by
Yes.
God's grace and
God has
God's
been so
grace
faithful.
alone.
Yeah.
So welcome to...
our channel. If you're
Yes.
new, welcome.
Yes, my name is Lerato Macheta.
And I'm Petola Macheta.
Be ever so beautiful. Come on,
you.
somebody.
And guys, in case you're wondering, we are still pregnant.
Yes.
We
Still.
are still baking.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad
Actually,
about that.
like we've been quiet, so I'm sure people are wondering, has
Yeah.
the baby arrived?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
are they quiet?
For sure.
We're still baking,
Yeah. Yeah.
Good things come to those who wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have so many conversations with people and I'm just like, oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? But God is good all the time.
Why
And
you
all the
having cold
time,
feet?
God is good. No, it's not that.
Loretta likes to jump in and then have cold feet afterwards.
Yeah.
It's like when we got married.
Yeah.
Jump in.
I encourage my
cold
kids. I
feet.
encourage my kids. They say, Papa, I'm scared. And I say, do it scared, my baby.
Get
Do
your,
it scared.
get your feet wet.
Yeah.
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 So I'm so glad we're here. But all jokes aside, I'm so grateful, man.
No,
I'm
we
so
are
grateful.
grateful.
And yeah.
I've been doing well.
Yes, very well.
Pregnancy has been very kind to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm active. I think the only time I feel pregnant is when the baby moves.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
When does that happen the most often?
so it happens mostly in the mornings.
Yeah.
So I know around 5 o'clock in the morning, but also at night. Because you're a night owl and you
Nocturnal,
felt
yeah.
the baby move hectically
Yeah.
around 2 a.m., 3
Yeah.
a.m. while I'm sleeping.
Sure.
So I hope this baby doesn't keep us up.
Well,
Hey?
we're about to find out. What are we doing today?
So today we just really wanted to say hi.
And Happy New
And
Year.
Happy New Year. We've been away for such a long time.
we miss you guys.
And we
And
miss
we
you
love you.
guys. And we thank you
Yeah.
once again for being so amazing in welcoming the new series of Here's a Thought. I know that people
Yeah.
are actually waiting for the second season. We actually wanted to shoot before the baby arrives, right?
Yeah.
But the stress that I went through recording season 1,
Yeah.
we're going to have the baby and then we'll come back with season 2.
Happy with that.
Yeah, I think, right now our focus is just making sure that we have this baby and we'll see what we can give you guys. We'll give you vlogs if we can.
Yeah.
Lerato actually shot so many vlogs, guys.
I shot a lot.
And he didn't edit them.
No.
And now they've expired because it's a lot of Christmas content.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with them?
I don't know. That's my final answer.
Ah, wow.
That's my final answer.
So what
I
are our
don't know.
plans for the year?
Oh my gosh, what are our plans for the
What are your plans
I mean,
for
this
the
is
year?
the thing. There are so many plans. The bulk of my plans are things that we are not sharing.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like the
Incubating.
yeah, so the big things.
Mm.
I thank God I just got cast in a movie.
Yes.
That's
you start
pretty cool.
shooting this week.
I start shooting this week.
Mm-hmm.
A film, one of my films was selected for Toronto Black Film Festival. Not just
No, for
six
six international festivals.
film festivals.
Yeah.
So
Ne?
yeah,
Movie.
we're not allowed to say that yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
that's okay.
bleep
We'll
it.
cut it out. Yeah. So, yeah. So
You
so
didn't
yeah,
tell me that.
you were in the meeting. You were
I wasn't listening.
okay. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I can tell you this. I can tell you this, which I'm really excited about. I'm really nervous about it, but I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
I'm going into ministry. That I can tell you.
What does that mean?
That means that I'm all in.
You're going to be a pastor?
Yes.
I didn't know you were going to share it today.
Yeah. I didn't plan on sharing it today.
And are you going to Bible
I'll
school?
tell you what
You're
it
going
is.
to Bible college?
Yes, I'm going to Bible school.
Okay. So you're going
Yeah.
to study theology
Yeah.
for 4 years this year.
Yeah.
So, okay, now that we're here, we might as well talk about
Yeah.
the fact that, okay, Lorato's going to ministry and this is a really big thing for us as a family.
Yeah.
So, okay, this wasn't part of the conversation, but we're here now.
Yeah.
So,
So what are your plans for the year?
so do you feel like you have a calling?
Yes.
Do you feel like you got the calling?
Yes.
And when did you know?
2005.
Jeez. So you knew before I married you?
Yeah.
So why no somebody before?
But your mom,
Like what if Nanek Sabatlo nyala pasta?
first of all, your mom always called me a pastor
So?
when we met.
Yeah, because...
Second of all, you're always like, Mara baby, why was I read gospel?
Yeah, but I didn't say it was
Right.
be a pastor.
No, that's fine. Thirdly, why am I answering this question? Like, w-
No, because I'm like, I could have made an informed decision
How
of
do you-
whether I want
Okay.
to marry a pastor
all
or
right,
not.
so let's backtrack.
Yes.
How do you feel about me going into ministry?
Ooh, so Lerato says he knew from 2005, but I think it's something that he was running away from.
100%.
Because he wanted, right? And when I met him, I was just like, I wasn't thinking, I'd never thought that I would marry a pastor. But I thought, you're a musician, go into gospel music, joyous celebration,
Yeah.
mole,
Well, because at the time, just for context, I was in the hip hop industry.
Yes.
Well, I was a session musician, so I played for like Duke Singanga, WHP, on and off, JR, and then Kabo Unati. So I was fully like in the
Yes.
industry, yeah.
So then, but now you started talking about ministry about 6 years ago. I think about 6 years ago, you kept saying, I really feel that I'm called to go into ministry. And I'd be like, but you're already in ministry. you're a worship leader in the worship team. So what does this ministry look like?
Yeah.
And Lerato would say, I think it's going to end in pastorship.
Yeah.
And I was like, no.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a pastor's wife.
Yeah.
But I resisted, and I think I didn't really give you the support that you needed. But mainly because I know what ministry means. I know.
Both of us know.
Yes. And I know what is going to be required of me to support you going into ministry.
Yeah.
And guys, if you know me, we've spoken about this. I love comfort.
Yeah.
Now tshwantse banong re tlo shaba di-3 AM prayer bathong, because
Yeah.
standing in the gap for pastor here.
Yeah.
Because it's not jokes, guys.
Yeah.
This is tapping into another realm. Do you know what I mean? And I think for the longest time I wasn't ready for you to go into ministry. And I always used to play it down by saying, yeah, but if God has spoken to you, surely he should speak to me. Right? Because I'm like, no, why hasn't God said anything to me about you?
Yeah.
And I've gotten to a point where God hasn't really said anything to me about you going into ministry, but he doesn't have to. Because I understand that my mandate is to support you and to support your vision and to support what God has said to you about you going into ministry. And yeah, and about 2 years ago, I think when we started the channel, I started warming up to the idea because we are in ministry.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it wasn't this intimidating thought. It wasn't this scary thought. I still get a little bit anxious about the responsibility that's going to be on our family. It's not just, us. Now it's going to be the kids. Bole Hagwe, Bole Ruo,
How could we be leading worship?
Bo
Come
Baby
on, somebody.
Mags. Do you know what I mean? They also need to understand what this means for them.
Okay, so let me respond to that. Let me
So
respond to
tlabe ke
that.
re ba sanwane, re kopela building fund.
Yes, you will.
I'll be like, but Sanwani, you're not tithing. How
You need
how
to give.
is the man of God supposed to live?
Live. Build the kingdom. Okay, so not live.
But how are you supposed to live?
Yeah.
Eh?
No,
Or
but
how
that
you
can't
gonna
be
draw?
the- well,
how you
it's
gonna draw a salary?
Yeah.
Or how tla salary? Yo, bazalwane thusang.
So you said something really interesting. You said, you didn't really give me the support that I needed. I think that was necessary.
Okay.
I think it was very important for that season in my life for me not to have your support because it's such a big step that you're taking, and I don't. It's so important. I truly believe that if you are called to be ministry, be sure. And when you're sure, you also need to be sure even when your spouse is not sure. And so it was necessary for my conviction
Yeah.
to say, I'm going in. Whether you're in, you know what I mean? Like we're moving, And what that does as well is it puts a demand on your leadership ability. I was saying to my wife, even though it was an uncomfortable conversation where I was saying this, but I was just saying to her that I'm grateful that sometimes I get the pushback that I get from her, because then it means that when I go out in the world, I know how to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, okay, no, I've developed a muscle from home. Then nkasitefi. You know what I mean? Like, it's like every time you go, you've got somebody that goes against what you're saying. Then you're like, oh, why don't you guys believe? No, I'm like, this is not an emotional decision that I'm making. This is an informed, it's a spirit-led, it's a God-led decision that I feel like he's calling me to. And this is about obedience. So obedience, when it comes to obedience, everything doesn't have to make sense in your world. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, if you look at any story of any great man in the Bible who did anything for God's kingdom, it cost them so much to go into ministry that it didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I'm then going, yeah, okay, then now I'm able to own this, to own it. And not turn back to God and say, but Lord, but my wife was supporting me. What? No, I'm going, no, but you told me, and this is my conviction, and I truly believe it. And so am I able to hone the leadership skills to get my family to rally around and say, okay, guys, we're doing this. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord, and this is what we are doing, and this is the way that we're going, and it's non-negotiable. And you know what I'm saying? Like, but how do you do that with grace and patience and love and conviction and vigor and so.
Guys, I'm sighing because tlabe ke lwa le di asha.
That's funny.
You know, Mama Ruthie.
Oh, man, that's so funny.
Mama Ruthie are always fighting people.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Hi, guys.
I don't know.
I don't know. Why is the women's ministry?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but you know what also released me?
Yeah.
What released me is that, I mean, obviously, us being on this journey, it's really also going to take just like continuously praying about it, seeking God, asking God for wisdom. But I think when it dawned on me that you are a pastor, I'm not. Well, you're going to be a pastor. You're a pastor. You're going to be.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm a
I
minister.
I am not a minister. I am here to support you. So
You're not a minister by default.
by default.
Sure.
So now I don't even like the word mamuruti, guys. Please kopela let's come pizza mamuruti.
Prophetess.
No, please. Because I think that's also I think it really also puts pressure on a lot of people. There's this pastor, I'm not gonna say his name. I used to listen to him a lot. I don't listen to him as anymore because I'm just like, hey, I don't know.
It's tricky.
Yeah, like a lot of, I just feel like he's not willing to stand for truth when it comes to certain issues. But I liked what he said. He was being interviewed by, I think it was Tim Ross. And he told his congregation that, you know what? I'm the pastor, but my wife is not here to cater to you.
I remember that.
Do you remember that? My wife is here to cater to me in order for me to carry out God's vision
Sure.
for this ministry. So I like that. If I don't want the pressure of now feeling like now I have to preach, now I have to do this, now I have to do that. Now, as the Spirit leads, I need to hear from God as to how I need to support you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen. Bless the Lord.
Bazalwane.
I mean, this was a good 15 minutes of,
No, I mean,
of something
no,
that we
like,
didn't plan.
Yeah, but I mean, this is done now. We
Yeah.
can't
No,
go
it's
into
good. No, it's
because
good.
we were
I'm not-
planning to talk about. We had
some questions.
from you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
regarding our pregnancy journey. So I think we'll do
That'll
another
be
video,
the next one.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you? What are your plans? What are your
wow,
plans?
to support you to go into ministry.
Yeah.
So my plans for this year, really, guys, is just to have this baby. Hey.
Yeah.
Can we just have the baby?
Yeah.
Have the baby, get through the first 3 months of having a newborn in the house, the sleepless nights. But we trust in God for sleep nights.
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes we speak these things into existence and we're like, yeah, we're not going to sleep the first month. Guys, there are people that are sleeping there with newborns. So we really just trust in God for a smooth first 3 months with baby. And I, to be honest, I haven't really thought about my life beyond having this baby this year.
And that's okay.
I feel like my year
That's
is
okay.
going to begin after I give birth because right now my mind is on baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say, because I fear that sometimes, you know when we speak about marriage and we're like, yo, we need to watch like the things that we say because we don't want to give the wrong impression.
Yes.
I just really feel convicted about something now. So I just want to say that, guys, I'm so grateful to God for our children. I'm so grateful to God that we are having another child.
Yeah.
Sit with enough people, have enough conversations, listen to enough stories. You'll really appreciate the miracle that a child is.
Yeah.
My anxieties are human. I recognize that, but I don't live in my humanness. There is an understanding and a knowing that, wow, children are a blessing from the
Yeah,
Lord.
they definitely
and I can't tell you like how grateful I am to be having another child. I can't tell you that how grateful I am as well to be having a child with my one and only wife.
Aww.
Right?
What does one and only
Of,
wife mean? Like
so
how many wives could you have?
so life happens, right? life happens, people separate,
Okay.
people get
Okay, that's
divorced,
fair.
people fall into sin, people, life happens.
I understand.
It's a miracle that we are sitting here together 15 years later, that we're about to have our third kid. And this is a miracle, especially when you look where the world is today, babe. Like,
No, that's
you know what I'm
true.
saying?
Yeah.
So I don't want to take away from like how good God has been to us, even when I'll joke and be like, what am I doing? And I'm going, no, but real talk,
Yeah.
I'm just grateful, man. I'm so grateful, so grateful. Grateful for my girls
They're
that we have right
amazing.
now.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for my wife. I'm grateful,
I'm grateful
for
for
my
you.
for my family. I'm grateful for my extended family, my in-loves, the support systems that we have. I'm grateful for this home that we have, and
Yeah.
we have a roof over our heads. I'm grateful for where our business is. I'm just like I'm filled with gratitude, really. Yeah.
Yeah. And gratitude is so important.
Yeah.
Eh? I think sometimes we get so caught up in the things that we are chasing and don't take time to embrace the beautiful lives that God has created for us.
Yeah.
And gratitude means that you can look at your life having not accomplished some of the things you haven't accomplished, and look at your life and think, wow, I have a beautiful life.
Yeah.
And I
And
think we have a beautiful life.
And we do, man.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
we have a beautiful life, eh?
Yeah.
We have a beautiful life. Familiarity breeds contempt.
True.
And sometimes even we forget, right? The incredible life
Yeah.
that God has given us. But if like when you really get down to it, man,
Yeah.
we've got a good life.
Yeah.
I was having a conversation today after church. And I was chatting with this gentleman, and we were talking about purpose, and he's an actor as well, and ultimately we were asking the question, like, what's the point, right? What's the point of it all? And I was saying to him that I realized that I guess sure, guys, I lack nothing. There's nothing missing in my life. And it's like, so what are you chasing? We're always chasing and chasing, but it's like, what is it that you're chasing? And I said to him, ultimately, what I'm chasing now is God's heart. I want to be concerned about the things that he's concerned about. I had this
Yeah.
conversation with you the other day,
Yeah.
and I was saying, like, I want my heart to be moved by the things that move God's heart.
Yeah.
I want to lose sleep over things that he loses sleep over. I want my heart to burn against the things that his heart burns against. That's all, because I realize that you reach certain milestones in your life, and there's this idea of there, right? Like when I get there, then I'm gonna feel this and what, and then you get there and you realize that no, you're still chasing, you're still pursuing, there's still this void that you need to fill. And I'm like, no, I'm after God, at this point.
I've got, sometimes my mind, the way it works.
Yeah.
I've got these weird, funny thoughts and sometimes I say it out loud. So now as you're
Yeah.
speaking, I'm thinking about how I'll have to now stand in front of the congregation and say, Pastor Luane, if you're a woman and you need counseling, don't call the pastor.
Please.
So you see, I think that's why sometimes Mamuriti get into some of these ministries.
But I should say it.
Because I think Mamuriti sometimes get stop nonsense, innit?
Yeah.
Because...
But guys, my wife can stop nonsense though.
Yeah, but...
Don't. Hey, listen. Let me tell you something you guys don't know about our household. My wife can stop nonsense, guys.
Yeah, it's just that I don't like things straight.
My wife can stop nonsense.
No, am I?
Yes. Yo, guys, my wife. Yo,
Am I
my wife can, yes, but I've said this to you. Why are you surprised on camera? I've said this to you so many times.
But I'm so sweet.
Guys, my wife can stop nonsense. You're nice. You're nice, not sweet. You're nice. You're nice in
You
that
should
you.
have seen your face when I said I'm sweet. You
So
went,
so you love people,
yes,
and that's what I love about you. You love hard and you fight hard.
I do.
So but equally, you love hard. It's the way that I like to describe like God. You know, people are like, God is love, grace, and whatever, and I'm like, yeah, but
Yeah.
just read the Old Testament because he loves hard, and when I was reading, man, and it was like, and God's anger burned against that's my wife. Hey, my wife's anger, ne? No, it burns.
But I think also I'm just also like an orderly person.
Yes.
And another thing is because not sweet, because I'm such a nice person.
Yes.
Sometimes I don't understand when people do things that are untoward.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? And that just makes me upset.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes people say things that are just like short lived, and I'm like, but you could have really thought about that. Why would you say that? Why would you say something that's going to hurt someone's feelings or blah, blah, blah? Or why are you not considerate? Or why are you not, this is 1+1? Why, you know? So I think I feel like I'm an activist for social justice
And good governance.
and I feel like it. And I, even in my family, I call people out in my family to say, no, but you can't say that. You can't do that. Why? You know, but we talk about it. And the thing is, I get things off my chest. We talk about it. And then there's peace and love and harmony afterwards.
Well, here's the point. The point is,
Where'd you go? Well,
the point is, our church is in good hands.
guys, can I stress?
That's the point. That's the point.
Babe, I'm really nervous,
I know.
About
Good. Me too.
about this whole thing.
Me too. Good. I'm glad
Are
that
you ready?
Yes. Yes. It's almost been 20 years.
Oh, me, I'm not ready.
That's okay. You're not supposed to be ready. You know, it's like, okay, are you ever ready to get married? After
I was ready.
No,
to get
but
married.
after you get married, but you were like, I didn't sign up for
yeah,
this.
but
right?
I was very ready to get married.
Because you didn't know what you were getting into.
Yes.
You
yes,
understand?
Yes.
Are you ever really ready to have kids?
I was very ready to have kids.
And then we had kids. And then it was like,
Thing is, you know, guys, with the ministry, ne?
Yeah.
Guys. I think for me, it's the whole thing. Now, you're not living for yourself.
Oh, that's...
Yes, fine. I'm sure that's how God intended it.
Yeah.
To be. Yes, I understand.
Yes.
But as a
Umpagat.
no, as a... I'm not a nobody. What did I want to say?
Okay, as a
citizen. As a citizen.
Yeah.
I can have my off days. I can decide, right?
Yeah.
Today's an off day.
Yeah.
You don't have off days
Yeah.
as a leader. Leader can't just have off days.
No,
But God will give us capacity.
God has prepared us, baby.
Yeah.
He has prepared us. You know.
Well,
anyway.
In the Max's household. I mean, this is not why we were here to share, but I think you felt a request on your heart.
Here we are.
To share with the dream team that this is what's happening this year for you.
Sure, Mamuruti.
And I'm proud of you. I'm excited for you to step into your calling. I'm not very excited for myself because this means, this is a big responsibility, but I know that God doesn't make mistakes. I understand that I always say marriage is a ministry, and there's definitely a reason why we're in each other's lives. And I believe that God will give me capacity and Kana God doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the called. So I may not feel qualified, but because you're called and we are one, so automatically I am called. So he'll pay the difference.
I'm encouraged, man. I'm encouraged
You're
by
so
the.
excited.
I'm encouraged. I'm not. I'm scared. I'm scared.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm encouraged by the idea, and it came to me about a year ago. You know, you feel like you're not good enough. You feel like you don't have capacity.
Yes.
You feel like you're not at the level that you need to be. You feel like this is bigger than you and it's beyond you. Here's the thing, you're right. It is bigger than you. And you don't have the capacity. And it is beyond you. And you don't have what it takes. Actually, you don't. But this is the beautiful part about it, because this is why we rely on God. Because He has the ability.
Yeah.
He capacitates you. He builds you up. He gives you everything that you need in order to step into that realm, because He has to get the glory. It has to be a case of, wait, who? Jesus. Which of Nazareth?
Lerato from Yeovil.
Well, you know, I mean, Jesus of Nazareth. No, I mean, really, can anything good come out of Nazareth? Right? And then Jesus does all these works, and they're like, oh no, this has to be God.
Yeah.
Not Jesus of Nazareth.
Yeah.
Right? It's the same with us.
Yeah.
We're not good enough. You know?
Guys, with that said,
Yeah.
we've gone over our 30 minutes
Yes.
of catching up. We just wanted to say we love you guys. We are here. We are back. It's 2024. And we've missed you. We've really,
Yeah.
really, really missed you. And we wish you a blessed 2024. And may this be the year that you just really cultivate your relationship with Christ and, you know, just grow in intimacy with the Lord. I think that is one of the best things we can do for ourselves, just to really, really grow in intimacy with Christ, because we know it says, you know, seek first the kingdom and everything shall be added unto you. We know, but we don't do it. And then we are frustrated because our eyes are on the wrong prize. So let's keep on the eyes on the prize, and the prize is Jesus.
And she said she doesn't want to preach.
Guys, please, no. Yo,
Guys, we love
I'm
you.
I'm preparing a message.
Renyagadi camp, baby, camps.
What, women?
Yeah, we need. Like, woman of God, can we please? You know, we were speaking as the committee,
Lord. No, Jesus.
and we were just like, you know, we'd like for you to organize
Lord,
a
I'm
camp
not ready.
where you're gonna be the keynote speaker.
Oh,
Woo!
Lord,
My God,
I'm not
I'm ready.
Guys, I didn't sign up for this. Like, I just really feel like...
You didn't sign up for marriage. Look at us now.
No, I signed up for marriage.
Except in marriage, you said, I didn't sign up for this.
No, I didn't sign up for some of the things that were happening.
Well, there you go. So even in ministry,
I honestly didn't think that ministry would look like this for us. So,
like what? Oh, like me being a pastor.
yeah. I didn't, you know, because I always said to Leratas, like, but we are in ministry. This is full-time. The dream team, it's full-time ministry. And Leratas was like, I'm going there.
The work is plentiful, the laborers are few.
Pastor man.
I don't know.
Pastor.
Macheta.
Do they call them by their surnames?
Pastor Max.
Bishop.
No, I'm thinking Bishop Sono. There's
Lerato Society Bishop.
no, please, no, guys, I'm not that guy. Titles are not a thing.
No, you'll be Pastor Lerato.
Pastor Lerato. Sure.
Did you say Pastor Max?
I said Pastor Macheta.
Pastor
Pastor Max.
I've never heard of pastors having
Nah.
nicknames.
Nah.
Nicknames to a
It's
pastor.
2024, Ntanam.
Guys, the pastor
Now up
Salona.
next, ladies and saints of the Most High God, we have got a guest pastor today,
Pastor Max.
Pastor Max. Why don't you stand up with me and help us thank God
I'm not ready.
for
Tabara, my God.
and help us thank God for His ministry. We love you. We love your beautiful wife and your family. Thank you so much for making time to. And then, of course, I sit there, as a guest pastor, just like, yes.
And then you have your armor bearer.
Yes, Lord,
Eh?
yes.
And then
We
you
thank
have,
God.
You have your assistant who's got your water and your towel.
Oh,
for you.
come on. Not a towel. Oh, my gosh. Guys, I'm not going to be weird. I'm just a guy, I'm just a guy that, I'm just a guy. I'm just a
Guys,
guy.
I get ready, wait.
I'm just a guy that's figured out that if a man hasn't found that which he's willing to die for, he's not fit to live.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King.
Alita, continue. Guys, we love you. We appreciate you, baby. I'm happy for you. I'm excited for you. I'm proud of you.
For us.
I think it really is
For us.
as daunting the thought is. It really is a blessing to get to a point where you embrace God's calling on your life, because I think a lot of people are called to do certain things, but we run away from certain things because we feel we're not qualified, we're not equipped, or Rebo Jonah, we want to go to Tarshish instead of going to Nineveh. But with that said,
Which I've done a lot in my life.
yeah.
So enough. We appreciate you guys. We love you. Thank you so much for joining us. You know what it is. One time, two real. Oh, yes. Peace and blessings, people. We out. I love you. Did I say that?
You. Yes.
Okay. Cheers, guys.